been clinched obviously a while ago, and it was kind of just like let's get going here. They're obviously a good team and got good players and got a lot of veterans and a lot of experience in the playoffs, but we're young and hungry. So we're excited to head out tomorrow and get things going Sunday.
Quite a contrast in this series. You guys have two rookies coming into it, and they have Vasilevsky. What can you say about how these two teams measure up in that regard?
Yeah, no, obviously, again, great goalie. He's done a lot in this league, and he's a tough guy to beat. But again, our guys are young and hungry, and excited to accept this challenge. And Dobie got a couple games in last year, and fouls be a new experience for him. But I think both those guys live up to the challenge. I think this kind of stuff is what they both live for, and I'm sure they'll rise to the occasion and be great for us. So.
Tell me what.
Fatigant à jouer contre, donc tout le monde a un rôle à jouer puis un travail à faire, donc ça devient un team game, puis tout le monde doit faire son travail, c'est tout simplement ça.
Le Lightning en 2021 ressemblait un peu à ce qu'il ressemble aujourd'hui. Le noyau dur de l'équipe n'a pas tellement changé, le gardien est le même, mais le Canadien a changé depuis 2021 quand tu étais là pour la finale. Comment justement l'équipe ici a évolué par rapport à vos adversaires qui sont restés à peu près les mêmes styles de jeu et tout?
Ben, écoute, le Canadien, ils ont repêché, ils sont allés chercher du talent. Puis du talent pour scorer des goals. Les jeunes, tu sais, Caufield, les jeunes quand j'étais là, sont encore jeunes, mais Caufield, Suzuki, ils sont avec la maturité maintenant. On peut être une équipe très dangereuse quand on pique au bon moment. Puis, dépendamment de la maturité de tout le monde, nos goalies, tu sais, c'est vraiment. Il faut que ça clique en même temps. Donc, mais je suis fébrile, je suis excité de voir ce qu'on est capable de faire parce que je sais qu'on peut accomplir de grandes choses.
Dans ton mindset, là, on entend souvent Phillip Danault dire « enjoy the process ». C'est important de ne pas changer ça, c'est les séries éliminatoires. C'est-tu là ou que des gars comme toi, puis je pense à Brendan Gallagher, là, même si on ne sait pas s'il va prendre une forme pour le premier match, que vous pouvez apporter quelque chose de différent, là, de prendre plaisir aussi?
Ben, c'est sûr, là, en play-off, tous les détails comptent. Donc, chaque petite chose, chaque block shot, chaque mise en échec, des stick lifts, c'est tous les petits détails comptent. Puis juste il n'y a rien d'autre qui compte que gagner une game. Donc c'est le plus beau feeling que tu peux pas avoir en playoff. Puis évidemment, essayer d'éliminer l'autre équipe.
Merci.
Yeah, it's going to be the same way in the playoffs.
What did you find in the second half of the season that kept you calm and locked in and technically sound in the games that you played?
I feel like it helped that I was playing more. I was just getting more confident out there and more comfortable. And I would say the playing time made a big difference. And I was trying to just give it back and try to be as consistent as possible.
How do you go about that? When you look at the way the team has built things collectively, what makes your team confident that you're not intimidated by the challenge of facing Tampa?
I feel like we are a really good team. One of the, I wouldn't say the best, but one of the best teams, in our conference. So I just feel like as a group we believe in each other, and I feel like we didn't have it. I feel like the whole season was kind of smooth. We know what to do, how to get back in a playoff. So I feel like the experience plays a huge part. Even though we are a younger team, I feel like going to Sunday we will know what to expect.
I mean, you often hear players say, we're going to treat that as any other game, even though it's not any other game. But how do you go about yourself doing that?
Today's Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday is the game. That's how I approach it. Everything is the same pucks and players. Just probably before a game, all the guys will be more pumped up, but I think that's about it.
Yesterday Lane said that you've learned from the first game against Washington last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it's the same case for you. You learned big the game that you played against the Caps, knowing that could happen, or what type of game that you're going to face.
Yeah, I would say, last year going to the games, I was probably more, I won't say prepared, but more excited than I needed to be. And this year I can just go and play and know that it's the same hockey game that, you play game 30 or this is pretty much the same. So I feel like, just experience. I wouldn't say we have much, but at least we have some.
With the way you've been playing since the return of the Olympics, how big can it be for your confidence to start the playoff, knowing that you were pretty strong during the last stretch of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I know the guys can score a bunch, and they can score anytime I needed to. So me making more saves, I feel I can balance it. We can balance each other as a team and as a goaltending, and I feel like this is a big part of. That's why we went on a run and made the playoffs so comfortably.
Obviously, you're not going to shoot on Vasilevsky, but you're going to face one of the best of the business. How do you see the matchup?
I mean, we played them quite a lot the last couple of weeks, so I feel like we know what are they going to do. We'll see. Maybe they have something planned for us, but they know what are we going to do. It's just matters who's going to show up, who wants it more, and who's execute better. So I feel like we know each other. It's going to be who wants to win more. I feel like when we are prepared, we are excited, and we'll take it game by game.
What do you make about playing against Vasilevsky? What have you learned from him?
I mean, obviously a lot of clips. Definitely the first couple of games I played against him, I wouldn't say I had more respect, but the last couple of games we played against each other, I feel like, I was lucky enough to win, so I feel like that still a lot of respect. He's a great goaltender, but I don't think the fear is there as much as it was the first couple of times we played him, because he's one of the best goalies in the league, and I don't have that much experience. I have some, but playing against goalie like that, it's good to realize that you can beat him and you can have a good series against him. But good luck to him. I know he's going to be awesome for them, and we'll try to my best to help the team, and hopefully we'll advance to the next round.
Merci, Jakub.
Thank you. amount that they have, the amount that you guys have, the difference? Just what gives you belief that you guys have enough to take them on and beat them?
We made it to the party. I think that's kind of the first thing is getting there. And obviously, we know the type of guys that they have over there that have a lot of experience and know what they're doing. But we have belief in our room and our guys that play the right way and do the right things. And I think those are the things that give us a chance.
What did you learn from last year's experience? Some of your guys had never felt that before, and now they've got it under their belts.
It starts when the puck drops. You can't wait around. All that stuff happens fast. So I think we're prepared, we're ready, and excited to take this challenge.
How satisfied are you with the way you were able to build things collectively, knowing that you've been in playoff mode for a while now?
I think even back to last year, we were playing playoff hockey for a long time just to get in, and felt that like we had that same mentality throughout this year. So I think the expectations for ourselves are higher, and I think our standards are too.
Hey Cole, what did you take from the experiences you spent away from Slav this season?
I guess how important he is to everybody on the team. I think wherever he's at, he makes a difference, and lucky to have him back. But I think the way he's matured his game this year and being able to do things kind of on his own and with other people is pretty special. And excited to see him in these next couple weeks, hopefully.
Guhle was talking about being young and hungry this morning. What does that mean to you?
Exactly what it is.
Just out of curiosity, is it true that your girlfriend is expecting, and something that could happen soon?
Yeah. So my wife gave birth on Wednesday. So I got a baby girl now. So pretty special, and that's why I missed practice yesterday. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it's good that it doesn't happen during the first round, right?
Yeah. My wife she was awesome. It was definitely a special day for us and both our families, and it was good timing for us right before heading to Tampa. So it's been an exciting couple of days.
What's the baby's name?
Maya.
How do you spell it?
Maya. Yeah. So she's been great. Yeah.
Headed to game one now for you collectively as a team. How satisfied are you with what you've built in the past few weeks that make you prepared and not intimidated by the challenge?
Yeah, I think we've built our game throughout the whole season. Learning different things individually as a team. I think we're in a much better spot than we were last year in the playoffs, and we've matched up against these guys well in the last couple of years. So I think there's no intimidation or we're just ready to get rolling. Two really good teams going up against each other, so it'll be fun for everybody.
One of the unique things about this series is you've got a coach who's like an icon for that franchise. How do you square that one?
Coop's been an amazing coach, and then Marty's learned from Coop, and now Marty's going back to Tampa, and there's a lot of similarities to how we play and how they play. So it's going to be a tough test for both teams, and a lot of offense, a lot of great defenders, and I'm sure Marty and everybody's pretty excited to get going there.
One of the big contrasts with the two teams is the goaltending situation. They have Vasilevsky with his track record, and you guys have two rookie goalies going into this series. So how does that match up?
Obviously, Vasilevsky's been maybe the best goalie over the last, 5-6 years, and he's definitely he's a big guy. He's knows how to win. He's obviously showed that, and he's going to be maybe a Vezina winner. But I think we have confidence in our goalies, and I mean they've showed down the stretch that they can win big games and make big saves, and we got all the confidence in the world in who's ever in net for us.
We often hear that in the playoffs, yes, it's important that the big guns show up, but in the end, it's a lot of question of depth, and in many cases, a third line or a fourth line or second, third pairing might make the difference. How do you view that, and how do you view your own contribution, knowing that sometimes it's maybe lower in the lineup that things might be decided?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the beauty of playoffs, and you never know who's going to step up and make a big play, whether that's defensively or offensively. I think, for all season, I've thought our depth has, won us games and been a big reason that we've been able to, finish as high in the standings as we did. So I think, we got experience down the lineup, and I think it's going to help us.
What was the value of having Uri play 30-odd games away from you and Cole? You guys had success with Texier and Doc. He had success with Demidov. Just what kind of value could that provide if, for whatever reason, you need to make a quick change in a series?
Yeah, I think it's gives Marty something that he knows can work, and I think if you go on the road and you get different matchups and game plans, and it's easier to game plan when you're playing a team in a series, and try to get line matchups, and Marty and Coop play pretty tight line matching games, so we'll see what happens, and I think the beauty of our team is guys have played with a lot of different guys and are able to continue to produce, so I think it's gives us a good opportunity to change lines if we need to.
A lot has changed since you guys faced these guys in 2021 in the finals, but you actually have 6 forwards that were part of that series. Is there anything lingering from that series?
Is there anything lingering? I mean, we lost a cup, so definitely, there's definitely emotions and feelings of how that ended for us, and the guys that experienced that, can lean on that, and show the guys that in the room what it takes to win in the playoffs, and I think everyone's excited for that.
Phillip Danault and Jake Evans had experience in playoff, and they will be together. I don't know if it will be the case Sunday night, but how big could be their impact when it will be the time to defend, especially?
Yeah, I mean, both of them are going to have big defensive responsibility, face-offs, penalty kill, especially going up against their power play, and both guys have been doing that job for a long time, and they're very trusted in those roles. So going to be 2 huge pieces for us this playoff run.
You were talking about secondary scoring, but what about your line? You've been able to produce all season long. What will be the key to do the same thing?
Just a lot more of the same. I think we know how to read off each other. We have a pretty good feeling of what they're going to bring against us, and it's going to be a lot of battles and net wars and get into the paint. So it's all 3 of us know what to do out there, and just got to go execute that.
But at the same time, I mean, we talk a lot about being able to elevate your game. Finding another gear in the playoffs. You guys have had such a good season. Do you have another gear?
I think so. I mean, we've been waiting for this. It's, I think when the emotions and the game is at its brightest, I think, Cole and Slav have shown that they've, been able to step up games, and, that's exciting. And, I think all 3 of us are ready to go.
The emotion will be really high here with the fans. It's already the case everywhere in the city and the province. How do you guys use that positively compared to where it was a few years back?
I don't know. You kind of just go out there and you get all of a sudden a jolt of energy from the crowd, and it's pretty spectacular what happened last year, and hopefully get more home games than we did last year, and just so fun to play there, and I think we can really use our home crowd to our advantage, and expect it to be a loud building in Tampa, but it's definitely going to be louder here.
Exception of your own, there won't be quite great for you at this point, from this point.